This is Newcap News.
Chronic diseases are becoming a growing concern in the Prairie North Health region. This from the leader of Chronic Disease Management, Joan Wentworth, who says 25% of people in Saskatchewan have one of 5 chronic conditions. Those conditions are diabetes, congestive heart failure, cardiovascular disease, asthma, and COPD.
Yes, we have high rates of all these chronic conditions in all areas, but we have even higher, the highest in the Prairie North is in the Battlefords and Turtleford.
Wentworth attributes the high rates to the aging population in the region, which increases morbidity and mortality rates.
Once you have one chronic conditions, you already probably start developing some complications, but most people, 25% of the people in Saskatchewan, have 2 or more of those 5 conditions.
There are many services in the border city to help prevent and educate people on chronic disease conditions. Details can be found on Prairie North's website. And more than 170 people jogged and strolled at the 2nd annual Lloydminster Transplant Trot. Josh Ryan was there to take in recipients along with family and friends, sweating to spread awareness of the need for potential donors.
If there was one message to take in from seeing the turnout at the 2017 Transplant Trot, it was the more donors there are, the greater chance of drastically changing someone's life.
Without your family knowing that that might be your dying wish, that you want to be an organ donor, it just may not happen. So we just need to talk about it and not be fearful about talking about it.
Charlotte Winterholt has experienced this firsthand. Before her liver transplant in 2001, she was given 3 weeks to live.
They put me on the medication, started me on the only thing that they could, and I managed to stay alive until we had a match.
She had to receive a kidney from her brother, as her type O negative blood made her incompatible for the majority of donors.
You're at the bottom of the list. There was no chance of me receiving a cadaveric donor.
Since the transplant, the Winterholt family has grown, including 8-year-old Charlie and a grandchild on the way.
Without it, obviously, she wouldn't be here, nor would my son.
Our daughter is going to be having a baby in March, and she's married, and I got to see that, and got to see our other daughters getting married in June.
Since last year's inaugural trot, awareness about transplants has spread, but Crelo Lorenz hopes to expand it to education.
We're hoping at some point to have an educational program, perhaps to go into the high schools in Lloydminster and surrounding area, but the educational facilitators are working on that right now.
And reinforcing the importance of exercise is another critical step.
And I think this just shows that we're out here exercising, trying to live a healthy life, and we're not going to waste this second chance.
Exercise with my girls, and yeah, now I got a dog, so I have to exercise.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.